Presentation highlights. So those of you who are on the cars, if you could keep it down, we do have presenters that are going to be speaking here in the next few minutes. So my name is Adam Zemke. I'm the presentation event captain for Michigan. And I'm excited about the fact that we have the presentation highlights event again this year. For those of you who didn't participate in presentation, we had quite a shift in the structure of the event. And I think the overall feedback has been that it's been a pretty positive one. We added a scenario element that will change at least every year and potentially every different competition throughout the year. But this year's scenario involved a switch in the company direction and what the team was going to do about it as they're presenting to senior management and stakeholders, and shareholders, rather, sorry. The top three teams that are going to be presenting today do not know what order they are in and do not know what placement they have. They just know they're in the top three. And so those teams are Oregon State University, University of Toronto, and Kohlberg University. And so in no particular order, we're going to start off with the team from Kohlberg and wish them the best of luck.
Thank you very much. Hello, and welcome to the annual stockholder meeting of Custom Autocross Technologies. The key members of the National Karting Series voted to establish a FSAE class to go along with all kart races beginning in the year 2020. This gives us a great opportunity, which we want to discuss with you today. Our USP is the enthusiastic and loyal workforce, which made our success over the last 7 years even possible. On this solid base, we could raise and expand our profit through conquering a new market. But we can only climb those next steps with your help. Just in case you forgot our faces since last year, I want to introduce you again to our COO, Maximilian Fischer, and our CFO, Sebastian Schimczak, as well as myself, Svenja May. But where does this road go? Let's push our company and the potential market to scrutiny. If they survive the run on the test bench, we will show you how to race. First, where we want to drive, then how to get there, and last but not least, how much fuel we would need from you to pass the checkered flag. Eventually, the findings will be summed up in re-scrutineering. So, let's go. Our current product, the C18, is reliable, long-lasting, premium quality, and durable, which makes daily maintenance unnecessary. It's powered by a 90 horsepower strong 4-cylinder engine based on a reliable and long-lasting wiring harness. The low unsprung mass through our lightweight designed and manufactured carbon rims in combination with our efficient aerodynamics package makes fast cornering possible. The G-forces are no problem due to our comfortable driver ergonomics compromised in our safe and lightweight monocoque built up in a carbon fiber-centered structure, being an important competence of CAT. Speaking of which, we ran a SWOT analysis in our current state, and our biggest strength is the design, simulation, and manufacturing of carbon fiber parts. But this is also one reason for our unusual high depth of manufacturing. And now, this aspiring new racing series comes up when our current autocross market is nearly saturated and few growth is expected. Let's conquer this new market. Let's race the racing. Custom Autocross Technologies is at the lead of the starting grid for the FSAE karting class. When we act now, we can use first mover advantages to enjoy the blue ocean of a competitive free market. Our location in Kentucky is amid kart tracks and events, which makes direct access to customers easy. On top, we can offer an affordable, high-quality product, which is way more durable than current karts. This will set high entry barriers for potential competitors in this market. Furthermore, we proved over the last 7 years that we know how to conquer and steer a market sustainably. Our company is in the pole position, for passing the checkered flag, our target state, which includes a 63% dividend yield for you. Max will show you how we managed through the track layout with your fuel invest of $4.8 million within 5 years.
Thank you, Svenja. If we would continue with our current state, you wouldn't have to make additional investments, but the profit margin will be probably heading more southern soon. Let's face it, we are currently milking our cash cow, but actually we don't have anything new in the pipeline. When looking over to the prognosis with Race the Racing, our profit margin will raise up to 12.5% after a short drop in the initial year. Looks like we enabled a rising star here. But how is this going to work? Here's an overview of our planned production volume in the next 5 years. The gray area shows the production volume of the autocross market, which for sure we still want to serve. The carbon fiber part represents the increasing volume of the new SAE kart market. From our current state, we want to transform our employees to new departments, rearrange our machine part, get advices from consulting companies, and benefit from the learning curve and continuous improvement processes, as well as synergy effects. We assessed our segments concerning the value add share, and it turned out that the processing of our carbon fiber rims, the aerodynamic packages, and the chassis have the most value add share and are worth to keep in-house. Since the engine is considered as the heart of a car, we don't want to run any risks. Therefore, we started joint development with Yamaha. They will deliver us with finished engines. Further reliable suppliers will provide us with finished wiring harnesses and suspension parts to allow us to focus on our competences. It is a proven fact that pleased employees work 9% more efficient. Since this also applies to our 144 loyal employees, and the hire and fire mentality would make a great effort to our company, we want to keep our workforce satisfied. To make them feel safe, a 5-year job guarantee comes with Race the Racing. Further, they can enjoy esteem through playing a role in a newly established factory racing team, Cat Racing, and actualize themselves through choosing a for them unknown segment of competences and seize the opportunity of intern trainings. This approach makes it possible to keep our workforce in our company. And this is possible in the course of the transforming of our employees. Here you can see an overview of our current segment structure of custom autocross technologies employees. Through the outsourcing of powertrain, suspension, and electronics, resources free up and will be directed where needed. With hiring 4 white collars, we will keep our workforce together and can go to the future. With selling now unnecessary machines, a new plant layout to satisfy the risen demand and to integrate the factory racing team in the back is realized. Custom autocross technologies workshop production turned into a semi-automated production and assembly line. Cut carbon fiber laminated to rims, aerodynamic packages, and monocoques finds its way through the autoclave to the assembly line, resulting in nearly 7 cars per day.
Thanks, Max. So let's start to talk about the dollars now. In the autocross market, we sell our cars through our established dealer network, which run smooth and will be maintained for this market. But this costs us 7% commission and impedes with a direct communication with the customer. Setup advices as well as customer feedback don't always find their way to the other party, but this is crucial to conquer a new market. So we will replace our dealer network through direct selling, online as well as at marketing representation at karting events. Direct communication is enabled by coming together face-to-face and extensive social media representations being a free marketing channel. So how much fuel do we need to conquer our market and race the race? Our gross money requirement is nearly $7 million, but we can compensate 30% due to supply chain management, strategic procurement, consulting, and selling unnecessary machines. This yields to a $4.8 million net money demand. Thank you. And is divided as follows. Machine cost for the production and assembly line being the main cost driver. That means that you have to forego with some percentage of your dividend yield in the next 3 years, but it will be rewarded with a long-term and high dividend yield of 63% as far as possible as July 2022. I think this is worth it. Isn't it, Svenja?
Absolutely, Sebastian. Thanks to both of you. So I will sum it up for you now. With Race the Racing, we wanted to conquer the new FSAE karting class with the help of your Fuel Invest. I'm sure you got open questions, but we got only one. Are you racing with us?
All right, thank you, Kohlberg. We're going to have a quick transition here, and next up is going to be Oregon State. So sit tight for just 1 second. All right, you guys are okay, and so here's Global Formula Racing.
Don't walk in front of the speakers, you guys. It's totally not a good thing. All right. Well, good evening. My name is Britt McAllister, and alongside me is John McCarthy. It is so great to see you all again. Thank you for coming to our annual stockholders meeting. As I'm sure you've all heard, we have exciting news regarding our recent growth this past year. We will first begin by going over our previous quarter and then break down our plan for moving forward. Now, global Formula racing has experienced extreme prosperity within the autocross industry over the past 7 years, with 2018 providing the most growth our company has seen yet. Now, car sales reached over 600, with Q4 attaining just 20% of total sales and just under 2 million of our total revenue stream of $9.5 million. With a profit margin of 25%, we ended the year with a $1.4 million total net income. Now, our success in 2018 has opened many doors of growth potential for our company, and we would like to propose our plan of action for 2019.
As you may already know, the karting industry has released some very exciting news. Karting associations across the United States are developing a new class that could include GFR's Formula cars. The FSAE class will debut at the first event of the 2020 karting season and will race alongside the LO206, Rotax, and Shifter classes.
Now, to prepare for this new development, we have designed a two-phase strategy to ensure that our company, as well as you, experiences a future of prosperity with the FSAE class. Our first phase will consist of manufacturing, whereas our second phase will cater towards marketing.
Currently, our company maintains a simple and reliable design for our products, reducing part count and the associated carrying costs by an average of 2% each year. Over the years, with the use of Lean Six Sigma manufacturing techniques, our refined production system has allowed us to produce 25 cars over a period of 15 days. However, we now face the issue of surpassing our production limit of 25 cars or 55 cars per month as we pursue the FSAE class. As our sales projections double within the next few years, our manufacturing capacity needs to increase accordingly to accommodate a maximum production limit of 110 cars per month.
Now, the FSAE class offers immense growth potential for global Formula racing as well as our dealers. Now, this expansion needs financial backing, and our solution to this lies within our relationship with our dealer network. We have proposed growth projections to all of our dealers, and we would like to propose the concept of a dealer financial program. Now, with this dealer financial program, our dealers will provide financial backing as our manufacturing expansion is realized. As production capacity increases, sales will follow, and this provides extra incentive for our dealers to not only provide financial backing, but to also upsell our newest products. Now, with this financial backing from our dealers, we have concluded that a $600,000 expansion is needed for the space and equipment to ensure that our production capacity is maximized. Now, $200,000 will go towards further development of our facility to ensure that we can continue to produce the cars that our customers are wanting. Now, the $400,000 will allow for the integration of automation. Now, this will reduce employee expenses, product cost, and will also ensure efficiency and the quality of our products as our production capacity rises.
Phase 2 will focus on marketing. We will begin by taking advantage of the 21st century's love for social media to expose our products and introduce our company's role within the FSAE class. On average, 210 million Americans use Facebook on a monthly basis, while 77 million are avid users of Instagram. Research has shown that social media advertising can reach approximately 30% of users, providing our company with a simple but effective means of communicating with millions of potential customers. Through direct email marketing with the assistance of SCUSA, we can target karting families and teams within the industry at our earliest convenience. With emails, we will keep potential customers up to date on exciting new developments, irresistible deals on our newest cars, and much more.
Now, the FSAE class has no shortage of competitors with the LO206, Rotax, and Shifter classes. The LO206 is great for beginners, but lacks the competitive edge, whereas the Rotax has that competitive advantage in moderate speed, however, is a little too high maintenance. Now, the Shifter satisfies that need for speed, but has proven to be too difficult for most of our customers to drive. Now, most karting families and teams are involved in one of these three karting classes. However, it is our mission to convert these karting enthusiasts into Formula fanatics with our newest prototype. Introducing Global Formula Racing's Kara. No longer confined by steel tube chassis, solid axles, and not to mention the lack of aerodynamics, Kara offers a unique twist to karting. By harnessing the excitement and the competitiveness of kart racing, while also integrating the use of new modular technology, our Formula cars provide our customers with a unique and affordable experience on and off the track that the other karting classes cannot. Now, we integrate the beginner's ease of the LO206 with a direct acting suspension system that offers quick adjustability and ensures maximum traction at every turn. And the speed of the shifter is molded into the powerhouse of our Formula cars with the KTM 450 SXF, which offers over 60 brake horsepower and can accelerate from 0 to 100 kph in just under 3 seconds. Now, with the addition of a carbon fiber monocoque chassis and steel roll hoops, our karting families will remain at ease, knowing that their children are safe and in control as they chase down our competitors at the track. Now, we will offer Kara at an affordable rate of $16,000, as compared to our karting competitors ranging from $7,500 to $13,000. Our products are well within the realm of financial sense for our karting families and teams, as well as for those who are not yet involved in the industry.
To further incentivize karting families and teams to make the switch and become Formula fanatics, our company will offer a complete Arrive and Drive program to customers of our newest products. This product is designed with just one responsibility to give the customer: to arrive, drive, and enjoy the experience while we take care of the rest.
Now, with the implementation, our Arrive and Drive program will offer over 6 different modules for our customers, including a dual powertrain module for customers who would rather focus on racing than RPMs and shifting. Now, the autonomous module offers driver development for customers with children by using GPS data and driver data to ensure driver development skills are useful. Now, we've discussed how manufacturing affects production, how marketing affects sales, and how our products can sway karting enthusiasts. But what we have not discussed is how all of this affects you, our shareholders. So let's talk numbers. With the escalated demand in Kara comes a corresponding escalation in income. By selling 55 cars per month with our kindred modules, we will have a total net income of $1.4 million by the end of 2019. Now, this amount is expected to steadily increase as the years go by, and as it increases, our dividend payout will follow suit. For example, in 2019, our calculations show that with a dividend payout of $20,000 and a total net income of $1.4 million, your dividends will increase by 1.5%. And over the next 5 years, as our production capacity increases, car sales will also increase, and essentially upscaling our profit, in the end, yours as well.
Today, we extend our hand out to you and invite you to participate in shaping the future of the Formula industry. Thank you for your time.
All right, and the final team for presentation highlights is the University of Toronto.
Thank you, thank you. Just give me one moment here. All right, thank you for having me. My name is Jonathan Libby, and I'm here to speak to you on behalf of the University of Toronto Formula Racing Team at our annual general meeting. Now, our mission is to manufacture competition cars that put driving first. And I'm pleased to state that for the last 7 years, we've been living up to that mission. Last year, we did nearly $9 million in sales. And since our launch in 2012, we've sold over 2,500 cars to happy customers. Our customers are successful in SCCA autocross classes, and are extremely competitive. Local classes have grown over 200% since inception, and national classes have grown over 150%. Now, the state of our finances is strong, retaining $500,000 in revenue on $9 million in sales last year for a net revenue margin of 6.5%. And now I have some exciting news to report. Starting in 2020, dozens of regional series and hundreds of karting clubs in North America will begin racing our cars in a new spec FSAE class. Now that's fantastic news for our company, but it comes with its own challenges. The first of which is convincing existing karters to race in our class and then maintaining their loyalty throughout the motorsports ladder. And obviously, scaling our production line to meet demand. Now, at the heart of our customer acquisition strategy is a strong belief that the key to experiential marketing is thumb-stopping content. Our vehicles are uniquely positioned on the driver development ladder between high levels of karting and low levels of the automotive feeder series, as gearbox cars that feature suspension and tuning methods that are representative of cars. Now, to address the karting market, we plan to establish partnerships with several high-level karting teams competing in national-level championships. These teams will run UTFR cars for high-level drivers who are on the path to full-size car racing. Funding will be provided by the drivers and their sponsors, as is typical in karting, who will compete for scholarships within their classes to move into full-size cars. From 2021 and beyond, we'll begin to offer scholarships, our own scholarships, to lower-level UTFR class champions who will receive sponsorship to move up on the national level. This is a similar approach to the one which led to the merger between Burrell and ART, when ART, a proven feeder series team in cars, formed their own factory karting team, which eventually led to a merger with the successful Burrell kart manufacturer to establish a single path from karting to professional car racing. Now, one advantage we have over this route is operating costs to owners and drivers. This table represents cost estimates for a single race weekend in a national karting series in both shifter karts and in the UTFR class. Now, you'll note, the residual value of the UTFR vehicle is really what saves costs. Kart chassis performance is extremely dependent on mileage at high levels of karting, so drivers often race with a brand new chassis every single race. Our vehicles, on the other hand, are less dependent on the stress life of the chassis because they feature fully functional suspension. In addition to that, it's difficult to put numbers on engine-related service costs, but two-stroke engines run in shifter carts typically require costly services every few hours of running time, whereas UTFR's 4-stroke engine operates within a much higher margin of safety, saving service costs. Now I'd like to address the production scaling problem. At the core of our manufacturing philosophy is a belief in handmade quality. But at the same time, we want to maximize returns and value to our investors. Our solution is an assembly line that utilizes a combination of manual assembly and automation. The transition to automation consists of several distinct sub-assemblies, which can be completed independently of general assembly. At the scale we're operating at, we don't feel that transitioning to a fully automated general assembly process will yield production cost savings in a reasonable amount of time. And further, we're confident that the car is fully featured as is, so unlike other vehicles, our cars will not be offered with any optional extras or performance trims. This benefits our production processes by keeping the assembly line simple and keeping manufacturing costs down. Reducing inconsistency is one of the core principles of our manufacturing process, or philosophy rather, which aims to give every racer a fair and competitive platform to race on. It also benefits the consumer by eliminating any hidden costs in the purchasing process, which leads to more satisfied customers. Now, today we'll be issuing a shareholder vote to decide on whether or not to proceed with these partnerships and production expansion. And if approved, we'll be seeking investment from new and existing investors. Now, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for having me.